Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And the Knicks are officially in off-season mode, eliminated in the second round, game 7 of the playoffs. Mighty impressive. They were so injury ravaged, it was ridiculous. But the most notable guy that was injured was Julius Randle, who missed the whole postseason with a dislocated shoulder. Now, the Knicks fan base, which includes me, I'm a diehard Knicks fan. But anyhow, they're doing hypothetical trades, hypothetical moves to try to see the Knicks make that next step, as they haven't won a title since 1973. And a lot involves Julius Randle, one of the most polarizing players in recent team history. Now, a lot of the fans point out 25, 10, and 5. It's been around his averages some years. How can you replace that production? Others point out his postseason failures and, believe his play isn't necessarily conducive to winning. So let the trade rumors begin. But anyhow, this article still surprised me. It's via Clutch Points. Wizards, yes, the Wizards, shockingly favorite to be Julius Randle's next team if traded from Knicks. Now, you figure, A, why would the Wizards want Julius Randle, who's going to be 30 in November, when they're clearly a rebuilding team? And B, the Knicks, everyone should believe they're in win now mode. Who would they want from the Wizards? You don't think a bunch of draft picks would, cause them to trade Randle? That's not what they want. They want players to help them win right now. Now they got like Denny Avdia, who definitely was improved this year, Kyle Kuzma, but I mean, the Wizards were awful. Second worst record in the league. And, Randle's got his flaws, but those guys aren't really close to Randle's, production on the court. But anyhow, trade speculation already swirling around New York Knicks big man Julius Randle following the club's playoff exit. Washington Wizards could end up representing a potential destination for him. Wizards have been named the favorites to land Randle, as they've been given plus 300 odds by Bet Online. Now, again, it doesn't make sense. What would the Wizards trade? It makes very little sense to me. But you would also think Bet Online would have more insider information than, say, myself or much of the fan base. Just very confusing. The article doesn't really mention potential guys the Knicks might want from them. But after Avdi and Kuzma, Jordan Poole, no, they don't want Jordan Poole. I'll tell you that much. Koulibaly, the rookie this year, only 19 years old. But again, they're in win now. He might turn out to be something pretty good, but probably not going to be an all-star level player within the next season or two. And that's not it. I've tried to find a article regarding it, but I've been seeing it online where there's a potential trade rumor. Again, we know nothing. We know the Knicks are the Villanova Knicks, DiVincenzo, Brunson, Josh Hart. Who's missing from that? Mikal Bridges of the Brooklyn Nets. I've seen Randle and 3 first-round picks for Bridges. And then I think I saw one where Dorian Finney-Smith was also thrown into the deal. Now, Mikal Bridges is a very good player. Better defender than Randle for sure. But, I mean, despite his flaws, Randle is definitely better on offense. So to throw in 3 first-round picks on top of making that deal, it seems a little crazy to me. I know that as long as the Knicks are good, those first-round picks might not be great. But nonetheless, Mikal Bridges was good this season, but everyone expected him to be the team's leading scorer. Instead, it was Cam Thomas. So a lot of people are saying, maybe Bridges should sit down towards the end of the year when his efficiency began to dip. We know he's got that Iron Man streak. Hasn't missed a game in the NBA. But what do you think? Would it be smart for the Knicks to go after Mikal Bridges? I mean, he's on the Brooklyn Nets. It's probably going to be hard for a deal to be consummated between two cross-state rivals like the Nets and Knicks. I don't anticipate it. And again, I'm a Knicks fan. I really wanted to see Randall in this season's playoffs because it might have been three strikes and you're out after two subpar postseason performances in 2021 and 2023 with the Knicks. He shot a combined 34.4% from the field, 28.3% from three-point territory. Actually had less than a 1-to-1 assist to turnover ratio, 3.7 assists per game, 3.9 turnovers per game. There were some his most fervent supporters had excuses behind that. 2021, how much help did he have? I mean, Derrick Rose was way more efficient than Randall was in that series against the Hawks. 2023, he did have an ankle injury. I would have liked to see a third time, and I think I would have been all for trading him if that third time resulted in another postseason failure. But it's a small sample size, but you just remember that January where the Knicks went 15-2 after acquiring OG Anunoby. They weren't just beating teams, they were beating the brakes off them. So, they bring back Anunoby, who's a free agent, basically run the team back. I mean, we'll see Burks, Bogdanovich has $2 million of 19, I think 19 million guaranteed for next season. But bringing most guys back, Hartenstein's also a free agent, and seeing if they could stay a little more healthy and duplicate that January, even if it's a small sample size. But what are your thoughts? You don't have to be a Knicks fan. I kind of want to know what outsiders think. Should the Knicks look to deal Julius Randle? Let me know in the comments. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.